What's going on, everybody? Will here. It's been a couple weeks. Hope you've been okay. I took a little vacation, went to Moab, Utah for about, well, I left on Saturday and I got back the next week on Saturday night, really late, essentially Sunday. So, good times. Good to kind of disconnect. I wasn't doing any barbecuing myself, but I did hit a couple spots. Not good. Pretty terrible when you go out and you want to give everybody a shot and see how their barbecue is, but they got some kind of weird. Utah, as far as I know, doesn't really have their own barbecue style. So the two spots I went to were kind of combination between like Kansas City and Texas. They didn't do either one well, but I guess it's difficult to try to cater to both crowds. So today I've got pork and more pork. I've got two pork bellies. One of them, they're both about 4.5 pounds, so I got about 9 pounds of pork belly going in. I've got 2 racks of spare ribs, and I've got 3 racks of baby back ribs. Some friends down the street grabbed some food. I told them I was going to be firing up the cabinet, so they went to Costco and stocked up. Obviously, I'm going to be cooking in the insulated vertical cabinet, Lonestar Grills IVS today. I've got some pecan wood in the bottom there, along with some B&B charcoal briquettes. I've got finished off a bag of lump for the starter. I'm going to start it inside the cabinet to kind of warm everything up a little bit faster. I am going to be using the fan today. I'm going to set it probably 240. See how it does there. Just let it go. I'm not even going to look at it for minimum 3 hours. I'm just going to set it and let it go. I do not plan on doing any wraps today. Things change, who knows, but that is not on the menu at this point, so let's get at it. Here's a quick look at what I've got going on here. I've got pecan wood under here, got a few pieces. Here's a piece of bark I threw on there. There's my lump starter, and let's get this thing going. Probably a good idea to let the smoke from the fire starter to get on out of there, and then close it up, and then let's go. Looks like we're just about there. We'll see how long it takes this guy to get up to temp. Okay, so this is what I have today. I put some Lowry seasoning on last night, just for a little bit of a dry brine. The ribs are nice and tacky. The pork belly looks like it's doing okay as well. So I put the Lowrys on last night. I'm gonna kind of do half and half today. I think the honey bacon meat church on half of the pork belly, and we'll do the PS seasoning pig rub, the notorious PIG, on the other half. And I'll do the same. I'll do one rack of each on the with the honey bacon barbecue, and I'll do the other 3 with the notorious PIG. So let's get to work. And here we have Rib Mountain. I really like this shaker. The holes in here are really large, so you can get some volume going. The holes in here are not as large, so you kind of gotta, work on this more. So here we have the honey bacon barbecue, and then the PS seasoning, and I'll put this pan underneath these guys to catch some of the juices. Okay, this guy. So Costco sold these in strips. So I've got a couple strips here, and I'll grab a half here. And let's do some barbecue honey barbecue. And there you have it. We've got the notorious PIG on the right. We've got honey bacon barbecue on the left. We've got Lawry's as a dry brine, kind of sat overnight. Let's see how the pit's doing and put these things on. It's been going on 25 minutes since I lit the chimney. The pit temperature is about 170. It's about to hit 175. Now we wait. Got our pit up to 225. I'm going to bring it up to 240, but it's been about an hour and 40 minutes to get this pit up to temp. Ready to put things on. Let's go. Smush it together a little bit. These are half of our pork belly. Here's the other half of our pork belly. And here's the ribs. So we got a combination. This guy over here and this guy over here are spare ribs, and the rest are baby back. Looking good. We're 3 hours in. Let's have a peek. Can you hear that? Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. The ribs have some good color. Not a lot of bark. Getting some pull back here. They're looking good. Pork belly's looking nice. Can you see that? Good color. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. The other pork belly's looking pretty much the same. Looking good over here. I'll lock her back up for another hour. We'll come check in then. We're about 4.5 hours in. These ought to be getting pretty close. Let's take a quick look. So we got 174 and the on the larger, 170 on the smaller right there. 184. So that's starting to feel nice. These have got a little ways to go too. 175, they're still feeling tight. We'll check back in another hour and a half. We'll see how it goes. Here we are, a little over 6 hours right now. Let's take a look. All right. Ooh, 198 on the thin ones. Those ones are getting there. That's shows 186, 187, 185, 188. We're getting there. Alright, there we go. Get some good color on there. Alright, we're probing really well right here. 204. Yeah, I think a little bit more. And here we are at the end of the cook. Had my neighbors come over. I was cooking some food for me and for them. We might have got into the whiskey a little bit, but I wasn't able to video some of the stuff because I had some people here. Anyway, the ribs came out. I'm still learning this cabinet. The ribs came out. They came out tender. They were very good. They were cooked perfectly. They were a little dry. I did not wrap them intentionally, but as you can see, they came out. You can see the smoke ring. Let me bring that up to you. You can see that. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. The ribs came out pretty good. The pork belly that they had came in strips. That came out perfect. We were eating it tonight, and it was just like meat candy. I've got this. I took everything out a couple hours ago, and I've had the two larger pork bellies in the oven for a little while. I'm gonna grab them right now. They've been resting in here at about 150. And they look gorgeous. I'll bring you in here in a moment. Just gonna cut this guy right in half. Cut me a slice out of this. That thing is so juicy on the inside. All right, it's a little bit warm. This is the one you can see, it's got the chili flakes. This is the PS seasoning one. This is the meat church. Wasn't honey hog, it was honey something. All right, let's give it a go. So good. Stuff is amazing. It's good by itself, but this is the kind of thing you want to put on sandwiches. A rib is something you can just go grab, you know, have a rib or two. I don't see myself having slices of this too often unless I'm putting it on something or with something. It's real good. Good stuff right there. All right. I'm gonna bring you guys in for a close-up real quick. There's the full one. That's got some good color in it right there. This is the one we just cut into. Not really a smoke ring, a little bit on the meat side there on the bottom, but really good bark. There's our ribs. Came out pretty dang good right there. And that's all I've got for today. Pretty good cook. 3 racks of spare ribs, 2 racks of spare ribs, 3 racks of baby backs, and about 9 pounds of pork belly, and a couple different forms. Everything came out great. The ribs, like I said, they were a little bit dry. I intentionally didn't wrap them. My thought was that there was plenty of moisture in the insulated cabinet. Apparently that's not the case. They did take a little over 6 hours. I think the wrap would have done a little bit of, would have sped up to cook a little bit longer. It would have kept them a little bit more moist. That's going to be my next mission. It's going to go into my book and we'll do a little bit better next time. Overall, everything was great. And no complaints. I'm just nitpicking myself right here. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.